Hi fans of high quality entertainment and the 70s. And I just wanted to mention at the end of this video is a link for my latest video on my ASMR channel. It's a kind of an interesting story. Coincidence or not, I don't know, but I hope you check it out. The 70s. I remember the 70s because I never did drugs. And there are a lot of great 70s songs. But I thought I would pick 10 of them and see how many of them you know. I don't think very many people would know all 10 unless you're Canadian, because there's a Canadian band in here that, unless you're Canadian, you're probably not familiar with the song. But here we go. And I'm going to hopefully try and have the links to all of the songs in the description below, or you can check them out on my Spotify account. I'll have a link for my Spotify account too. And these aren't in any particular order, they're just some of my favorite 70s songs. And I'll talk a little bit about each one. The first one I want to mention actually is a Canadian band from the 70s who were big in Canada. And they actually had a pretty big hit in the States too. They are called the Stampeders. And if you're around my age and you live in the States, you might know the song Sweet City Woman. That was their huge hit. But they had many more hits here in Canada, and one of their best was a song called Wild Eyes. And if you check out any of these songs, I hope it's this one, especially if you've never heard it, because it is a killer rock song. It's got a killer guitar riff. It's got this midsection that really rocks out. So listen to it and come back and tell me how much it sucks. More. By Argent, Hold Your Head Up. Now, well, the single version is great, but the longer album version is awesome. I've loved this song ever since it came out. I believe it was 1971, 1972. And I love everything about the song. The organ solo, the vocals, everything about it. Now most of these bands, except for the Stampeders and a couple of others, they're mainly one-hit wonder artists. But this band, well, Argent had more than one hit, but Hold Your Head Up was the big hit. And for this band, they had one other hit a few years later that was called Don't Call Us, We'll Call You. But Green-Eyed Lady is their huge hit. And ever since it came out in the early 70s, I've loved it. Every time I hear it, I never get sick of hearing it. Not that it's played a lot on the radio, but it's just a damn good song. Green-eyed lady, lovely lady. Sounds just like them. Now this artist, only had one big hit as a solo artist, but when he was with his band in the 60s, he had numerous hits. And it is Tommy James, who used to be in the Shondells, and the song is Dragging the I screwed up. Dragging the Line, Dragging the Line. Thank you. And the following song, one-hit wonder for sure, and as much as I love this song, the remake that was done in the 80s I love just as much, by Doctor and the Medics, but the original by Norman Greenbaum, Spirit in the Sky, just a killer song. Even you young folks must know that song. Now, the artist Jerry Rafferty, he had a pretty good solo career. His biggest hit was Baker Street, but before that he was in a really good band called Stealers Wheel, and their big hit, well, they had more than one hit, but their biggest hit was Stuck in the Middle with You, which is once again a really Beatle-esque kind of a track, really catchy and just sounds great on the radio. This band had many hits, and this was a little more rocky than most of their songs, because they mainly did poppy kind of songs or ballads. But this song rocked. It is Long Cool Woman in a Short Dress by the Hollies. Who doesn't, like, I wonder if some people, you know, a song like that, they say, oh, I hate that song. I don't know how somebody could hate a song like Long Cool Woman in a Short Dress. It's good, unless you don't like rock music. This 70s band, late 60s, 70s band, had numerous hits. I'm really surprised they're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. No, they didn't play any instruments, but they had a band, and they had 3 outstanding voices, 3 great singers. And one of their best songs, I think, is Eli's Coming, which was originally recorded by and written by Laura Nyro, but they did a superb job on this, and it shows off all 3 of their vocals, all 3 of the singers' vocals, and I love it. I've always loved it. You might have heard of this person called Rod Stewart. At one time, he was in this band that was quite good called The Faces. And their big hit was Stay With Me. And I never ever get tired of hearing the song, and I especially love the end of the song where they're rocking out for the last minute with the drums and the bass and the guitar and everything. Never get tired of it. And I don't know if the people that watch my rock music vlogs realize this, but I love Rod Stewart. But just in his early solo career, up to just his first few albums, up to Never a Dull Moment, which is awesome. And then after that, he just, might be a song or two I like later on. But. And one final one, a great 60s band, and this might be the late 60s. I might be pushing it a bit with the 70s here, but I believe it was released in the late 60s, like late 1969. The Rascals, See. And I've talked about this song before, I think on my Lyric Graves TV channel. If you've never heard it, you should check it out. It's got awesome, especially the drumming. The drumming on it is incredible, and the guitar work, the vocals, the lyrics, everything about it. It's a great 60s/70s song. So I'm really looking forward to you hopefully checking out some of the songs and then coming back and leaving comments on them. Let me know the songs you've heard that you're already familiar with, and maybe check out a song or two that you've never heard, and then let me know. And also remember to check out my ASMR channel. That'll be here somewhere. I'll shut up now, and I hope you have a great morning, noon, or night.